In order to be an effective, assertive communicator, you need to learn to not to react, but to process information, not to immediately respond. When you feel that you're churning, when you feel that you're going to be defensive or say something defensive, or that something doesn't feel right, you're going to cry or whatever, or get emotional, take a breath, ask a question, and even if that question is in your head, and you're thinking, I need to understand what's going on here. And of course, use that humor. Now, this is something new. It's not an easy skill to develop. None of this is easy, especially since you're used to being reactive. But I will tell you something. You can develop a good habit that can replace something that you were doing. Does anyone remember when the government said you need to wear seatbelts in the car? I remember that. Well, I had been driving a long time, and I wasn't convinced that strapping myself into this moving vehicle was going to be safer than having the flexibility of being free and getting out. So I decided I'm not going to so sure I'm going to do this. And plus the fact, isn't this a free country? Is the government going to begin to tell us what to do? So this was working for me. And then I get in the car. And at the time, my daughter, who's now 23, was about 6 or 7 or 8, so this was many years ago, and she gets in the car with me. And the first thing she says is, Mom, you don't have your seatbelt on. Now, here I am. I have a judgment call to make here, right? I'm a role model. I have to do what's right. And she follows us up by saying, my teacher said, well, I really hate it when the teacher knows more than I do. My teacher said that if you do something 14 times, it'll become habit. So I put the seatbelt on. When you get in your car right now, what's the first thing you do? Do you think about it? You don't think about it. If you can learn not to react, not to engage, but when you feel like you want to, you will get into the habit of becoming a processor. And that will give you an extraordinary amount of control and will profoundly change the way you interact. It will profoundly help you become an effective, assertive communicator, a person who has credibility, a person who will be listened to. Would be wonderful if everyone that you talk to really actually took the time to listen to you.